kit to work with here. We've got one Molotov, and looking like we're going towards B for now. That's actually going to be taking down to the underpass. This suggests some sort of A split coming in. 3 players, locks in hand, trying to find this first pick. We have got a CT waiting in the window for them. That's going to be Device.
Molotov into the window, trying to force back Device, and it will do exactly that. They're going to boost right behind. That's such an incredibly fast boost. In fact, Phelps is so quick, he stepped onto the flames himself, just trying to see if he'd catch out Device. That's really interesting. Glaive not really getting the shot, and that's going to leave his teammate alone in the corner. Kirby has got no backup in here. He needs something quick. Dupree gets a shot, but Fur will take down Kirby. A strong start is what's needed for SK. The bomb is down, and now it's really tough for Astralis to try and retake. They've got no smokes, they've got no kits or anything. This is going to be a hard-fought battle. Fur is waiting by the box, ready to take on anyone coming close with a Glock. And they're not hitting the shots right now. Astralis, no headshots are coming for them just yet. There's Fur with another one coming in, taking down Glaive, and Device and Sip. They're left 2 versus 4, and in a really bad position, trying to see if he could get it done, but has to reload eventually. Device and Sip both going down, and SK Gaming, what a well-orchestrated round.
Yeah, coming out of the trap, swinging there. SK Gaming, the A split. We saw 3 players going towards underpass. Molotov towards the window to buy them some space there and hitting all the shots. A nice early bomb plan as well. And as you pointed out, it was Astralis with no kit to work with. Had to operate very, very quickly indeed. Couldn't find the shots required. They get overwhelmed by Fur, who gets 3 kills in total.
And think about how interesting that is. That Molotov forces Device back from the window. If he goes towards jungle and A-bomb site, then there's going to be 3 people running up connected to catch him. If he sticks around, then Phelps is going to be boosted in to try and fight him. And it's actually a really powerful idea.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have a look at this one from Astralis. Their idea is to not fully commit in the second round force fight here. A couple of sets of armor, but mainly just upgraded pistols. This is the stance that Astralis are trying to bring to the table. It seems to be working for now. Glaive finds the first kill. That's quickly replied there by Phelps. It's going to be a 4-on-4 here. He's got the armor. Zipek's dealt with towards short, and it's looking like a clean sweep from Taco and Co. And it goes down to the 4-on-2. So a promising start there as Glaive found the first frag, but quickly dealt with by SK Gaming.
Should be no trouble here to just close out the remaining kills. All Astralis can hope for is get maybe 1 more in somewhere and do a tiny bit of economic damage. Gonna be Dupree picking up the kill on Cold Zero. The bomb will go down in the A-bomb site here, and just given the health and the lack of weapons here, Device actually finding another headshot. It's very sloppy from SK Gaming. They actually started to hunt for the kills before the bomb went down, and that's not always advisable.
Yeah, guarantee the bomb plant, establish yourself. When the bomb's ticking away, that's when you go hunting. There was no real need for that whatsoever. They've actually gifted an opportunity now towards Astralis. His Device, one of the deadliest players on the planet, with the AK-47. He's encroaching on the bomb site now as well. Of course, they have no kits, but a chance still. Need to find this kill very quickly indeed. They're going to make their approach now. Dupree with the Desert Eagle. Can't find anything just yet. It's going to be Taco to take that Device. That should be the round here. Dupree just at that Mach 10 as the bomb ticks away. No chance to pick this one up. Trying to cause more damage to the money of SK Gaming. But overall, they will run away with it. But you're absolutely right. A little bit disappointing in terms of SK's lack of discipline there. Instead of guaranteeing their own victory, they wanted to find the frags nice and early on and overwhelm the CTs. Didn't really work out in that manner. That could have fallen away from them, but still 2-0 for the Brazilians. And Astralis now presumably on a full EK, probably some P250s. Dupree brings out the Deagle once again. He had armor in the previous round as well, so his money's going to be significantly weaker than his teammates, but it's still fine. There's a couple more P250s to work with as well. SK, this is the sort of round you don't have to worry about too much. You see the Mach 10 coming out up against unarmored opponents. Just walk into a bomb site together traditionally, and you can find the first shot and overtake the bomb site.
Again, the lack of armor means it's a good thing that Fur is leading the charge with the Mach 10. Should be able to pick up a couple of good frags and get the bonus money in. He's a little bit paranoid, and for a good reason as well. Device is waiting right in that corner, and it's going to be an easy enough frag. Fur reading the situation just so well. No trouble either. 3rd kill coming in for him. That's just a lot of money in the bank, and Dupree, he's got the Deagle. And we've been pointing out that he's been pretty good at hitting the shots with this, but right now, it would be all for show here. No way he can win the 1v4 at this range.
No, absolutely not. Clean round from SK Gaming generally. We do get 3 kills for Fur with the Mach 10. That farms a ton of cash for him. So he's looking very good for the next round. And this might just be the bonus round. He's looking to drop. Okay, so he drops to the end of the Mach 10 and recovers one of the fallen AK. So that's absolutely great for him. And they might be able to bring out the AWP if they want to as well. I'm sure it's the same story for Device. The lack of double AWP setup we have for Astralis on this map, that's the only problem I have with their CT side. Most teams fall back onto that when things start going wrong. You have that adjustment and have one AWP towards the B side of the map, one on A, a bit more dynamic, trying to find the first picks. When we had Carrigan in this team, that was definitely a possibility. Not so much anymore. You feel like Dupree, he doesn't want that responsibility on this particular occasion, I wouldn't say. But here we go. round number 4. Four from the C side. We did say Fallen had dropped off a little bit in the first half, but decent nade from the CT side takes Phelps down to 70 HP. Default for now, one in the underpass, and Kiabi just looking out to connector for anyone sneaking through the smoke.
Very standard coming in from the Brazilian side, but winning that pistol in the following 2 rounds, that will give them some sort of baseline in this first half here. Already doing a good job now. If they can take this round away from Astralis, they can put them into the same spiral that they were in on Overpass, where you just don't have the money, you can't ever buy all the rifles you need. It's a really big problem. Even in this round, there's only 1 smoke left, Henry, for the CT side to try and buy time with, and there's still more than a minute on the clock, so that's a good indication for just how little money they had to buy in this round, which is standard, but still annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't even fully commit in the second round as well, but they do have the AWP and 4 rifles to work with here. Dupree hunting towards short. This is a key play now. If he finds both of these kills, he secures the round for his teammate. Goes down with nothing, that could be it. Good flashbang, but doesn't do too much.
Did he hear that?
Fall back. Yeah, he definitely heard that. So he will be a little bit more tentative at this point. Damage inflicted towards Taco and Phelps as well. Zipex watching towards short. That's a nice little setup they've got set up going on there. Watching the window and towards short. The crossfire has been established.
They have just been given nothing, SK. They were hoping that someone would be aggressive in the middle. 24 seconds, and now they're on catwalk, starting to move in. Fallen has got the bomb, but he's just gone down to Dupree, trying to look for the headshot as Zipex, but eluding him for the moment, and in fact, Taco will take him down instead. That's such a powerful kill. 10 seconds left. They need to move quick, and Kiev hiding back here, taking down Phelps. This might be everything he needs. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Where's the kill coming from? The bomb is down, and that's the round. They can't win it any longer. Just up to Device to try and hide, and 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He gets a shot on Taco. That's going to be the end of it. Unbelievable. What a way to lose a round. This is giving me panic flashbacks to the first half of Overpass. Close 1v1s, 2v2s that Astralis just managed to win.
Just about that. I really like that crossfire we had set up there. We had Dupree at shore watching the window above Zipex as well, and Zipex is covering him from shore, and that nice little van position as well. So he does damage. Dupree's able to get information, change his position, and find the first frag, but Kiabi definitely saves the day there. Very slow default from SK at the start, establishing map control, bleeding out the CTs, ending up towards B, but Kiabi finds that kill on the bomb planter and then manages to win the round. Got a bit hairy there for Device. There's a couple of seconds where he could have been taken down as he was falling back, but manages to survive. The round, though, does go in favor of Astralis, but 1 player surviving means they still have a very rough round into number 5 here. Lose this, definite full reset. So SK aware of that. They get a full buy here. They get the AKs out, the AWP. Cold Zero admittedly down to the Galil. But if you look at the Astralis buy, UMPs, M4, 1 kit, not looking too good for them. Let's see whether Device wants to go aggro this round as Fallen. He looks towards A ramp. Could find a player crossing over. What a shot that is as well. Takes down the key player, Device. That's brilliant stuff there. If you get that good spawn, that is a possibility, and you want to be jumping across that angle to stop that very play.
Oh, but Taco a bit careless. Peeks into Glaive and ends up going down. Good flashbang there to Big Fur interconnector, and this is so powerful. If you want any kind of an A hit, if you can have one guy lurking here undiscovered, then the CTs are going to have almost no time to react. I do love this forward push coming in from Dupree, though. This is a very interesting round from Astralis. They're all over the place. Sip holding close to Catwalk, and if he peeks this, he's surely going to be going down. Fallen is right on the other side, creeping in with the AWP shoulder, going to show, and he gets the frag anyway. Now following up Kevin, they line up, he almost gets a triple spray down, but still a good situation here for SK Gaming. Grenades are raining into Kitchen, but not before Glaive shows up. That's the bomb down. SK Gaming, that's a silly mistake to make, and now look at this Dupree coming in, Dupree with the flank. This is going to be massive.
Yeah, they still have to collect the bomb as well, but he's also got a flank for himself. Doesn't capitalize though, gives his position away. Grenade missed as well, so Dupree now hits his time to strike. Fallen can't do anything with the low HP. Dupree, the key player in this situation. If he finds Fallen, that should be the round guaranteed. You have a chance, but he takes him down. Now it's up to Glaive, not known to be an AWPer in the 2 versus 1.
What a tough position. He's double scoped. He can't see anything to his left-hand side right now. The bomb has been picked up, and once again, we're down to 22 seconds. Doesn't see the gun barrel or anything. Grenade being put out here. Glaive takes down Fur anyway. What is happening in this game? And now he's moving forward. He's got the USPA, knows that Fallen is low. He goes for the peek. He actually puts him off the bomb now. 9 seconds left. Fallen's in so much trouble. He fakes it once again, and he shoots him in the leg. Glaive will take him down. Oh my God, what a round. That was 4 kills, I believe, for Glaive.
What an exciting round that was, and is just generally seeing Fallen come back to life there with the close-range AWP plays at the very start, finding absolutely everything. 3 kills in total, and who would have thought the hero of the AWP at that round would be Glaive in the end? Fantastic composure, just bullying Fallen in that situation, making him feel uncomfortable, and finishes it off with the silent USP as well. That's going to bring Astralis back to life, but we have to know that's another round, but it's a 1v1 again, and there's how many clutches are we going to have? 2 in a row now for Astralis, back to the UMPs, but the good news is SK down to Deagles, 5-7 to P50s. This will not be a partial buy. We have no armor, no nades. We'll class this as an eco. So a chance to maybe keep 5 players alive, and Glaive certainly doing a good job of that so far. Kiabi chimes in as well, 5-on-3.
This is gut-wrenching for SK Gaming. They just had to experience a very similar thing on Overpass, and it didn't work out for them. And that's in spite of the fact that they made it really close, even losing almost all of the clutches. They still came close to making the comeback, and now history seems to be repeating itself.
Yeah. This is exactly the same as the first half, because that's when SK won the 3-0 on Overpass, and then the clutches came in. This is going to be such a sick semi-final. We'll see what happens in round number 7. Money's starting to get back in favor for SK. That's a decent round for Astralis, so it can be 5 players alive. Anything to say on that, Anders?
Got no comments.
No? What is
7th round is coming up.
Pretend that's going to be going on.
just going to move on.
Just swiftly moving on. Anyway, round number 7. UMP still for Astralis, but the buy comes in for SK. We have 1 player down to the Deagle. Got 0 on an SMG as well. This is big as Taco finds the headshot. There was aggression with the CTs. He might find the double as well. There's going to be 1 player falling back in the form of Zipex. He doesn't want to get the same treatment there with the Desert Eagle. So we're going to the 5-on-4. This is going to be another close round. Mid control obtained. Glaive smoked out for now. CT's trying to recover the frag. We'll see if a reaction comes in. Presumably it's towards the B side of the map. Devices in the B apartments with the AWP edging closer forward, but a execution potentially focusing on the connector here. CT's trying to obtain control.
So hard for Taco to realize that right in front of him is Sip. If he falls down here, it's unlikely he'll be looking exactly at this angle. There's a lot of noise though coming up out of the connector. It's Glaive going down. And Sip, is he ready and waiting? Flashbang comes in. He can't see a single thing. Taco, genius play from him. Instantly shuts it down and devices out. SK Gaming picking up a 4th round here. That was very, very quick. That was so smart.
Absolutely. Comes from that 1 dig. We're seeing a lot of teams at this point, especially in this tournament, I have to say, that aggression towards CT apartment, or I should say Palace. 2 players in that position, aiming to get the trade frag at that point. But Taco, with the Desert Eagle, completely punishes the first player, overwhelms him, finds a UMP, sends Zipex backing as well, and you can see he struck the fear of God in them as well. They're trying to retake the A ramp, but Taco, aware, flashbang in, manages to find that really key kill as his teammates are flanking from the connector position itself. So that's great. Money not completely broken for Astralis. 4-3 as SK take the lead. We're into round number 8 here. All about for device once again. Hasn't really started getting rolling in with the AWP. He's on 2 for 5 right now. Zipex 1 for 6. He's normally solid on Mirage as well, so hasn't made his entrance into this map just yet, but early days for sure. Another default will be Dupree and CPL, but looking towards connectors. Such a key part of the map here.
They can break the economy for the Danish side right now. That would be huge for the SK team. Suddenly they've got almost all the rounds they need in the first half. If that happens, they know it as well. Controlling the middle, which it seems like Astralis has been letting them do for a while. They're not really doing a lot to challenge them to even get this mid control, and I wonder if that's going to backfire later for the Danish side. Or they will drop the bomb, but Fallen moving forward, and Sip following up on Phelps. That is not exactly ideal. And he's going to turn around, try and see if he can cover the flank that was coming in. Otherwise, Taco is right up there, and he's been lethal, especially on the first map. We'll see if he can continue with the second one here, looking for the shot. He does take it, but Kirby's there, and Glaive goes down. It's all over the place.
It's such a brawl here. This is such exciting Counter-Strike. I'm loving it. 2-on-2, 40 seconds remaining. The bomb's down in CPL, and will be recovered by Fur, and they're trying to work out what's the next best move here. CTs are separated, of course. 1 towards B in the apartment specifically, actually going towards underpass as well. This could be an interesting play as the terrorists, they seem to be boosting up right now. Cold Zero on short, watching towards connector, hoping someone makes a mistake here. But time ticking away, Anders. They can't sit here for too long. 15 seconds remaining. They're making footsteps. The CT might be ready for them. He is indeed. It's Kiabi. He gets 2. The bomb's dropped, and the round's over. Times it to perfection, pushing the B apartments. It's a gamble, but one that pulls off for him. That's really, really important. That's another harsh reset for SK, but Astralis do hold on. It seems when they're losing this first pick, they make the plays, the reactions coming in, and how much does that mean to Kiabi? Just finding them like that in the air as well. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, you wonder how good at Counter-Strike you have to be before you get to the level where you can see into the future and just realize, because honestly, if they had gone B instead, they would have had one on A and one on the path. They're miles away. What a risk. Seems like more of a standard setup this time. Some smoke's going to be raining in towards the A-bomb side. They're running down Kiebu. Revenge from last round, and Glaive is now in shadow, raiding, realizing they're pretty much coming in from every angle. He's going to need a bit of backup, and SK really quick in this round. Sip has got a kill, though, and actually Debris will follow it up, and it's all falling apart. SK Gaming, they were so quick to get that first kill, and then they weren't really quick to follow it up.
That was one of the fastest rounds we've had this tournament, my God. That was a full A-split commitment there from the very start. It was looking great generally there for SK Gaming. Fasten towards the connector, good flashbangs utilized as well. They get the first pick, take down that first kill. And here's Device doing a good job there from CT Spawn, managing to find some key frags. We'll see whether round number 10 is going to work out for SK Gaming. The scoreboard right now reads 5-4. Those joining the Astralis win the first map, which was Overpass, and we said they had a fighting chance at Mirage, although you do slightly favor SK, but for now they've got the lead on the CT side. It's another eco hit for SK. Tech 9s, no armor, a couple of PT50s in the mix as well. Kiabi, he finds the first frag. That's the hard work done. We always say that in these sort of rounds. Work out what kind of buy they have. Do they have armor? And that's not required from Xyp9x. That's the point I'm trying to make. Once you have the advantage, you know they're eco. Why is he giving a gun away? There's no need for that whatsoever.
No, absolutely not. And I would say an uncharacteristic mistake.
He seems to be a little bit frustrated. He's having quite a poor game. He's like on 3 for 8 right now, 2 of which were, I think, eco frags. And it seems like he's trying to just kind of boost his confidence, getting the push in there, maybe find 2 or 3 unarmored opponents. But that's going to frustrate him more. He needs to be careful here. He's limiting himself. Very fantastic position here. That's much better. Finds Fur.
Knife out?
Yeah, why not?
We've seen that a couple of times as well.
Walking knife out. Yeah, I don't know exactly. I think it's like maybe a 6% speed increase when you do that, when you're walking. It's really not worth it, in my opinion. But regardless, they went for it. It's going to be a 4-on-3. Dupree pushing in towards the B apartments. He's trying to get information and gathering a ton of it. That smoke will lock the T's out for a long time. Fallen has got the M4A4. Wait for the smoke to go down, and they'll see if some picks come in. But Dupree, that smoke buys him so much time, Anders. He's using this to the best of his knowledge as he edges in. And the bomb will be walking through any second.
Fallen trying to see if he can edge his way in. I mean, with that rifle, he's the one who's going to have to make the difference. Again, we're down to 20 seconds, and Glaive is at a bit of an off angle back here. Very hard for Fallen to clear that out without exposing himself too much. And Cold Zero hoping for a 1-dig on anybody at this point, but that just won't happen. Instead, Kirby with another triple kill. Astralis now up 6-4. Their economy is looking a lot healthier than it was earlier, so SK are going to have to put in more work before they can really bring them to the breaking point again.
Absolutely. Astralis, it has to be said, though, all these clutches are coming in their favor. Glaive with that monstrous performance with the AWP, kept their heads above water in terms of the money game, and here it is, round number 11. This has been a very quick first half. Let's get into it, shall we? Round number 11, no AWP available once again. Smokes towards middle suggests another fast play, considering there's 2 deployed towards window and towards short. 3 players in this area. This will be another A split from what I can see as well, judging by Taco's position. Don't really have much to work with in terms of the final play. 2 smokes and 1 flashbang. That's it. As we get into it, Fur will deploy one of those. That's towards connector, just to take away CT vision so he can clear this area out. And here they come, together in middle. Presumably wait for that smoke to go down and then push through and get the initial frag with the AKs.
Again, Astralis aren't giving them many chances for a fight. I think SK would love it if Astralis would go and fight them in the middle early on, like a bit of a, just aim fight. Dupree will be going down. That's a good way to find a first kill here. Xyp9x just trying to buy some time with the Molotov in hand. And the bomb is still making its way in the middle towards connector, so maybe the one position that could be interesting here is Glaive pushing up. Yeah,
absolutely. That's a key point. He's in Palace right now. So he's ascertained there's nothing in this area at least, so they're trying to work out what that means. Are they going towards B? Are they pushing through middle? We'll see where this leads. It's looking like an A-sided attack. Boosting 1 player in the window as well from what I can see. That's going to be Cold Zera. He's in. So where do they finish off here? Glaive, with his position now, not only does he get intel from Palace, he can actually stop them planting the bomb from their position itself.
I'm worried once again for SK. 30 seconds on the clock. Don't need many mistakes here. Kirby has a Molotov as well, although he's actually in position to use it. I was going to say there's 1 Molotov going down to stop one of the bomb planting positions. Anyway, 18 seconds. Glaive showing himself and gets taken down by Taco. That's a great shot. A follow-up headshot. Taco taking down Kirby. That's what they needed, and now it's all done. They wait until there's very little time left, but when they finally strike, it's certainly perfection.
Yeah. I really would have preferred Glaive to show his hand at the final second when they're going for the plant commitment there. He can just win the round single-handedly. The time remaining as well, that's what I wanted to see. He goes to the spray commit towards jungle, doesn't nail it, gets taken down by Taco, who then somehow delivers a headshot in CT spawn like half a second later as well. That was pretty phenomenal. If we can get that from his POV, that would be great. But we'll see whether Zipex can do anything about this. Is he trying to do what we think he's going to try?
They're so
not
close.
At this point, no.
Yeah, Fur is close enough that that would never happen. And yeah, he realizes. We've only seen that rarely. I mean, there's been a couple of instances. Actually, on this map, I think Flusher did it once.
No, Snacks did the most legendary one.
Snacks did it, yeah. Dupree had one on Nuke once.
Yeah.
So it's been done every once in a while where the terrorist exit the bomb site and someone sort of sneaks in and gets the defuse. But it is rare. That's such good counter-strike from Taco. He's just been doing it pretty much the whole semifinals. And they need him to keep that up, though. 5-6, the economy, they save one rifle, they buy a bit more here, including a Max 7 on Dupree. Astralis really don't want to eco. They really want to keep the fight to SK.
Especially when SK have only won a single round, right? They don't want them to allow them to establish their economy. They don't want to give them the chance to play against 5 pistols. Keep applying the pressure. If you can bring the AWP out as well, it's definitely justified. We haven't seen Device go wild as of yet. He's on 4 for 6, but definitely has the potential to. His Device is going in first. Finds a player with a flashbang out. That's coldzera. Great strike. Drops the smoke as well. And the retreat presumably coming in, but Fallen, he doesn't care about your smoke. He'll find the kill regardless. Phelps chiming in as well. 4 on 3. This is looking very difficult now as the AWP has gone down for Astralis.
What a ton of events, and the timing against coldzera from Glaive there is just so unfortunate. He just pulls out the grenade to throw it. 3 versus 4. Is there going to be a response for Astralis? We've seen them take some risks in the past when they've been a man down like this. This time, they're not really moving around too much. They're making a bit of a rotation, putting Dupree over towards the window instead, but they're still really thinly spread out.
50 seconds remaining, right? So the terrorists don't have to do too much. You can see them holding key positions, looking towards connector. This is so passive for them. It's hoping that someone tries to hunt for a flank, like we saw from Kiabi in that difficult situation before. And Kiabi, here he comes, trying to get something going for himself here, pushing down the A ramp. At least he'll get some intel that no one's there, but they're coming in from Connector and Palace as well, so it doesn't help him out too much, apart from when he comes in to try and maybe deny the plant. That's really the only way I can see them winning this round.
Yeah, it would have to be if they forgot about that position for a moment, or if he just got the right timing with it.
This could actually work out for him.
Sip moving in and just going to get the line up there. He sprays both of them down. Oh no, and a third one comes in. Sipniks taking care of every single one. Taco goes down. My God, SK, they had everything right in front of them. They had it lined up.
They just Molotov short, so they assume, yeah, that'll be absolutely fine, lads, in we go. But you can run through this. It's not a force field. It's the same thing as a smoke as well. People put too much weight into the utility usage. What a play that is from Zipex as well. A complete oversight from SK Gaming in such a key round as well. They were under-equipped. They had shotguns and UMPs there. And Astralis, thanks to Zipex, who's been so quiet throughout this first half, steps up and delivers a 3-man spray down there. That's so well played by him. We're going to round number 13. Fast play looking likely from SK Gaming. 4 players towards A ramp, 1 in middle. Smoke starting to be deployed here. Dupree battling coldzera in mid.
Oh, Device. There's the 2-for-1 Henry that we were talking about yesterday. This time it does happen. Taco taking down Phelps, or so getting taken down with Phelps, in fact. And I mean, if that's how your round starts, then
how does it finish?
I don't know. Yeah, how does it finish? Someone getting knifed, maybe. I mean, I can't even imagine what SK's mindset must be like right now.
They've won the pistol, remember, I got the 3-0 there. The gun rounds have been really, really rough for them. But okay, Astralis, be careful. No one needs to go for these faces by themselves at this point. Glaive narrowly gets away with that one. 5 on 3. Bomb in the B apartment right now. Still a minute to work with. This round's still possible for SK. That's why I'm saying to Astralis, you need to be very, very careful. Don't give away free kills. So, coldzera, Kiabi, he's not doing that. He's got the AK-47. Rails him there. And that should be the round guaranteed at this point. There's 1 flashbang remaining now for the Brazilian side. And it looks like we're having a second go towards a ramp here for trying to make something happen.
Up on the ticket booth.
Is he really? You ready for this?
I don't think there's any way Fur can peek this corner and not die. There's just too many people waiting on the other side, and that ticket booth angle is so hard to spot if you don't have a rifle yourself or an AWP yourself. They've got Fallen really deep into the window, and he's got the bomb. 20 seconds. He's checking everything. I mean, this is really thorough work. He's just not finding any Astralis players at all. There's Device, ticket booth getting the kill. Fallen, 15 seconds here, and he's going to run in knife first. Actually gets the headshot on the pre regardless. 10 seconds. He's going to swap out for the M4, and now he'll get a bomb plant at least. That's actually impressive in a 2 versus 5, but To clutch it is quite a different matter. Actually, failed to pick up the M4, and Kirby will take him down. Another round for Astralis. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're going to see that 2v1 from Device. What a game this has been already.
Let's have a look at it. So, is he flashed at all here? He is. Okay, so they actually tried to eradicate that risk, and he takes him down. Great shot by him. Not too bad at all. It's going to be 7-5. As the bomb is defused, now make it 8, of course. And we have 3 players surviving for Astralis as well. After losing the pistol, this is a nice resurgence from them. And the buy, I can hear pistols being purchased. Attacker not looking too happy about this situation. A lot of pressure on that man's shoulders as well. Fallen, the in-game leader. What's the play here? Scouts out again, Anders. Hasn't really been delivering many frags for him, but seems to want to pick it up once again. And once again, he had that AWP round when he got 3 kills in total. He didn't even win that round, right? It's difficult to justify when he's only got 7 kills to keep buying these scouts. Like, he's not finding much with the AWP, and he didn't really hold much hope for the lesser sniper rifle itself. We'll see what he can do with it. Steagles, no armor, and that scout. We'll see whether he can find any sort of opening here, but BO3 looking primed and ready towards short.
Phelps, I think, was lingering right at the edge, so he could have maybe pushed through at the right timing. Dupree's been shot in the back in this room a couple of times, so they could get the pick off on him again. Maybe that could spawn an opening. Phelps is making a lot of noise, and enough for Dupree to get the kill, so a bit of a shame. Did he see the shoulder? I think he did. Device definitely knows now that Taco is up there. And SK Gaming, it'd be a miracle if they could turn this round. 5 rounds is doable. I mean, this isn't as bad as it seems. They can still win this game with 5 rounds on T side, but it's just that they had the opportunity to get more, it seemed. Fallen gets a kill on Device at least, but now he's also trapped back here, and they don't really need to fight him. They sort of know where Taco is. In fact, he's gone down now, and that will be the end of it here. 9-5 as we move into the 15th round. Let's see if SK can do this. Henry, I feel like the problem is they've got an enormous amount of firepower on the SK side. They've got so many talented players. They can't seem to put them into use. Like, they can't actually make them have enough space to work.
It's a lackluster performance so far from SK. Like, they're getting the opening frags and they're getting map control as well, but you're seeing key mistakes, uncharacteristic mistakes as well. The one that comes to mind as well, Zipex coming from short, oversize coming in from SK Gaming. Just can't seem to just get over the finish line in certain rounds, and that's a massive problem when you're a map down as well. And so far, all they've really performed on is the pistol and 1 rifle victory. Let's see what they can do here in round number 15. Once again, very similar situation to Overpass, I have to say. Almost a mirror game in that sense. Lots of clutches, as far as running away with the majority of them. And it comes into this. 5 AKs once again. As we said, that all hasn't really been working out, but Phelps, his AK is. Takes down Kiabi 5-on-4. They've had this advantage before, but Device looking to get it back. As he pushes in, Connector finds a monstrous shot there to take down Fur.
In the middle of all that smoke, and he still manages to get the angle. That's really well done. And again, the forward push up into the apartment, so that's just a lot of focus on that side. Jumping up, Sip still picks up the kill on Taco. Very unlikely you could do that. Phelps goes down as well. Sipex is just on a roll right now, and he is such a good B-bomb site player for this particular map. He's down to 74, but what do they do now? Waiting is Cold Zero just at the right angle, and that might have been enough. Maybe that's enough of an opening. Another 2 versus 2, Henry. Where do you put your money?
We'll see. The bomb not planted just yet, but Fallen, he's going to take care of that. It's up to Device with AWP. Nice flank coming from Glaive as well. Of course, they have the kits. They have flashbangs to work with as well. Device waiting for a mistake to be made by either Cold Zero or Fallen. Decent crossfire with them. The smoke goes down. Time ticking away now. Glaive, he will strike first and try and get intel for his teammate.
And he finds the right angle. Sees the head, and that's a headshot straight away. Fallen will pick up 1. He's got the health. He can certainly do this. Sneaking in is Device, and he goes down with a headshot from Fallen. The cap to the Brazilian side, and SK Gaming pick up a 6th round. That's what they needed. That's what we want more of. 9-6 is the finishing score of the first half. What do you make of it, Henry?
It's definitely been a roller coaster of a half. It looked so dominant from the start for SK. They thought they'd won that pistol. They've actually held off the force by the CTs as well. They get the 3-0. This is their map. We're going to see them really come to life here. But to be fair, they're on the T side, right? And they're still getting 6 rounds. That last one helped them out tremendously there. A lovely shot from Fallen to finish things off as well. He's been struggling with the AWP. I think he sticks to the rifle. Obviously, moving to the CT side, that's not really going to be such an option. You do need the AWP generally. But this pistol will be very indicative as to where this game is going. We'll see whether SK Gaming can pick up the pistol here. 4 sets of armor, 1 kit, and a smoke to work with as well. Looks like a standard round from Astralis. The smokes towards jungle and the steps area. The flashes will come in. They'll focus on CT spawn and try and get an early plant down. But it's Fallen to defend. Can he find the first headshot?
Desperately needs it just to buy some space. The rotation should be happening from SK. They definitely know what's up now. Already on the site, but Astralis, look at that. They take the site and they continue to push towards CT spawn, forcing SK Gaming back. That is such a brilliant move, and Fallen in some trouble if he peeks this corner. Phelps has already gone down. Fallen needs more, but the flashbang right in his face. He can't actually get back, and they're all going to charge him down. Cold Zero's gone, and Fur going to get overwhelmed. It's just a firing squad waiting. Taco gets one kill, and that's it. Astralis will pick up the pistol round.
Well, would you look at that, Anders? That's how you execute a T-pistol strategy. Like we normally say, Mirage, every team's running that strat with the smokes down towards the jungle area, the steps, like I said, the flashbangs were great, but this is the key bar here. Focusing on CT spawn, actively challenging with decent flashbangs as well. That's what we need to be doing, overwhelming a particular area. Whether it be jungle or CT, you need to be sticking there as a unit, refragging everything, and not allowing the CTs to get anywhere near that bomb. That's so key for Astralis, and SK now looking a little bit desperate. They will be forcing into the second round fully. We've got Fallen there with our armor, of course, aiming for the AWP, but this is big. Astralis looking for that 11-6, and SK potentially can steal this round away. Certainly have the players with the potential to do so.
I feel like we haven't seen many tactical timeouts out of SK Gaming. They haven't really been sort of slowing down the pace and having a good team talk. I mean, that's something that they normally are very good at, and I feel like that's actually missing a little bit here. They're letting Astralis build up just a lot of speed and a lot of good rounds, and you have to imagine, especially after those clutches, it's really hard on them to keep the overall mood on the team to a high level. I love this from Phelps, though. Running in with the CSET 75.
Oh,
actually, he's very quick. Even though he's making noise, no one's heard him yet. Taco and Cold Zero as well, picking up some kills and coming in with the back. CSET 75 nearly taking down Glaive. This should be a round. Surely it's a round. 2 versus 3 now. And Device to go down next. Cold Zero doing everything in this one. A huge round coming in. SK Gaming stealing it back.
I'm always so scared about those B plays in anti-eco situation, or anti-force fires, I should say, as well. There's so many tight choke points there. Just takes a couple of deagle shots. What did I just miss?
Praise Keck. He threw the hat onto the other hat.
No
That
way.
might have been the best clutch we've seen. Can we get a replay of that soon enough? At least 1 or 2 I'm going to need.
The play of the series so far?
For sure it was.
So this is what I don't like, going to the B side at all in those sort of rounds. I think you're just better off doing that full default execution, trying to find the frags. You've got so much more space to work with there. I hate the tight choke points we have on that B side, but SK Gaming, they're loving them. We go into round number 18 here. Deagles, a UMP, still obviously have a chance to win this round, but Fur, what are you doing? That's such a risky challenge. Well, even if he finds one there with the Mac 10, like,
yeah.
How is he dueling him, even if it's just a pistol?
Not worth it. And is it any surprise that it's Dupree with the deagle that comes up ahead this time? It's where it gets a bit risky, but the bomb is down. A very clean shot coming out of Fallen. He did get tagged down to 7 health, though, so it wasn't exactly for nothing. Phelps sees the gun barrel, and he's just ready and waiting. Surely he will have seen that. Cold Zero helping out, and more people coming in. Dupree not going to get anyone 1 deeks in this round. Seems like SK have controlled the situation.
Bit scary at the start though, but this looks fine. Phelps will take down Device, but Zipek, he's still fighting back. 2 players very low HP as well. This could have a few more twists and turns. We'll see what he can do with the situation. Obtained a smoke. If he gets a plant down, that's enough. Probably can't win the round. Oh, that bomb's in an awkward position for him on the balcony. Will obtain it, and now hoping to get that bomb down. Looks like he actually will. And as I'm saying, he has got a chance to win this. This is the clutch master we're talking about.
Oh, don't start with that kind of a language, Henry. SK, they've just done it. They've just got the 7th round. If it gets stolen away now, surely there's no end to the tears. He's got the flashbang as well. It's planted out in the open for him. They have a smoke, and he's just going to flash his way through. They tap the bomb once, and that's enough to bring them off, actually. They're still back on it now, and Sippy can't do anything. Might be the best move here anyway, so we'll be around for SK Gaming. If they didn't have the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. The smoke is the savior there. He tries to at least get the bomb down. That's something, right? It boosts the economy going to the next round, but SK Gaming managing to take 2 away here. That shot from Dupree in the underpass, that looked very good, but I have to say, with the Mac 10 Fur, that's a strange decision.
Yes.
Like, you're by yourself, you definitely don't have the weapon to challenge that. You know they'll be force buying, and gets his head blown off, and almost gave Astralis a window back into it. But just Eagles and PD50s now, and we'll see if SK can have a nice clean round here. We're hoping to see 5 players stay alive so they can stabilize at this point.
Well, as they're setting up, I must point out, Henry, for anyone who's keeping a score at home, we've doubled the amount of beach balls in the venue here.
That's true. That's a key factor here today. Doubling up the beach balls, 2 of them in total. And we'll see whether we can keep track of that number as we go out for the day.
Bring more if you can before the finals.
Yeah.
Always a good touch.
Not just beach balls as well. We can have other inflatables, other animals.
Yeah, you're free to be creative. No sex dolls. Trying to.
No, that would be. I'll leave mine at home.
Phelps and Fallen both get a kill, and they do lose 2 players on the SK side, but they've got the situation under control. A bit of a shame they give up the bomb plant here, but right now I think SK really need to take a deep breath and just accept the fact that this is going to be a long slog if they want to get back into it. Like they need to fight for every single round, it seems. 9 to 10, they're on the CT side.
They are.
They are one of the best teams in the world. I mean, this is well within reach for them. They can absolutely do this.
Yeah, for sure. That second round forced by win, and the 3 in a row after that as well. But the problem is Astralis do get bomb plants, Anders. That's $800 per player per plant. So that's looking very good in terms of round number 20 for Astralis here. AWP comes out. Of course, it's in Device and 4AK as well. This is a nice full buy. But SK Gaming, like we said, the one thing Astralis doesn't have on their CT side is the double AWP setup. We definitely have that for SK Gaming. They have been experiencing attacker, but it seems they're back fully charged with coldzera and Fallen with that roll. And we'll see what works out for them. God, Fallen, this is brave. Pushing through the smoke. Looking at the first pick, he's using that slight gap there.
Misses the shot. But that's exactly the kind of move. When I said that I thought Fallen was going to be the difference maker for SK on this map, that's the sort of stuff that I had in mind.
Absolutely.
An interesting position here for riding up that corner, and we'll see if Sip is smart enough. He actually has a flashbang. He could do exactly the same thing as Taco did. I think he even had it primed for a minute there, like he was going to try and pull a similar thing. But look how deep they've got Kirby into the window. Well, this is a good position. Doesn't want to get too greedy, but Fallen is taken out, but there's the refrag. And unlike when Taco was here, he did the flashbang down, Sip doesn't, and as a result, has absolutely no chance to win it. And here's what's really creepy. Device on the other side with the bomb and the AWP. Fur wins this fight somehow, which he won't, but if he had, that would have been the bomb down. It would have been brilliant.
Yeah, that's such a sick read by Device. Just waiting there patiently, seeing if Fur got a little bit ahead of himself, but Phelps in the same position here. He will take the bomb down as well. That's another key frag. Back and forth we go. 3-on-3 now with Phelps controlling the bomb. He's got a teammate from T-Spawn as well. And coldzera, I thought he had that frag for days. Couldn't find it with the Desert Eagle. He had the secondary AWP as well, of course. Comes down to the 3-on-2, but Dupree, they're somehow stolen the bomb away. That's huge. Lapse of concentration and it goes away, and that was their one saving grace there on the CT side. Kiabi finds another kill. Now Phelps on 2 HP. Surely can't do anything about this. Astralis should be winning round number 20 here. Just wants to save the AWP potentially. That's going to be Phelps. Oh dear, oh dear.
They just wanted to relocate to get into a bit of position, and then when they check back,
it's gone. Where's it gone?
Not there anymore. It's 11 rounds for Astralis here after I don't know, another 10th round, another one that could have been. How many are we up to on the list now?
It must be about 6 or 7, I think. Like the amount of like tight clutches that, to be fair, falling away from SK Gaming the majority of the time. It's got to be so frustrating for them. That was an absolute brawl of round once again. Towards that A ramp this time, just a game of chess really. Device now reading Fur to find the first pick. Then Phelps moving into the same position Fur was in. Takes the kill back, drops the bomb, and then they steal it away. There's so many inspired moves we're seeing right now, and it's great to see this level of Counter-Strike being played.
Thing is, as crazy as it sounds, I know that peak from Fall in the middle didn't really work out. I mean, that's not what got him killed, but he didn't hit the shot. I want to see him do more of it. This is what I find to be sort of synonymous with SK Gaming, is having Fallen step up when they're really far back and just lead the whole team. I think he should try and do that again, even if it's rough right now.
We'll see what he can do. We have another buy available here. Phelps smoked out towards the window. Fallen in his position this time. Looks like he's towards the B site with the AWP. Single AWP setup this time. Saved from the previous. A little bit of money left in the chambers for SK. But he knows he has to work hard for this frag. Nice little smoke there to look towards the underpass, and should be guaranteed this frag. They walk past it, but timing doesn't work out for him, and he's going to be falling back at this stage. We do have kits available, but only flashbangs now at the 1:20 mark.
Waiting. Smoke just gonna make sure he can't see anything of what's going on in the middle. Fallen's forward position over by that B hallway means they can have all this mid control. He was for a minute there spotting the sort of long diagonal line all the way down towards, in fact, underpass. Now he's falling back a bit. Doesn't want to stick around for too much longer, it seems. Glaive flashing his way in, but called up on the window. Not flashed, as you can tell. That's a good way to get started here. They make this work. 45 seconds for Astralis to try and make something happen, but actually they're rotating the bomb back towards T-spawn. They're not going to have that much time once they actually start planting the bomb. And look at where Taco is hiding on the bomb side itself. This could be interesting.
Up to Dupree to show some presence towards the B side of the map here, trying to pull that rotation away. Oh, okay, Kiabi, that's a lovely shot. GoldZero takes him down. You're absolutely right. Taco in this position pretty much guarantees around victory. They won't be checking it, I would imagine, but his objective now, find that one kill to deny the plant.
Imagine that Molotov gone on the other side. They actually spray through the box. He still hasn't shown himself. He comes up just when he's got the grenade out. And Sip goes down. That's going to be gut-wrenching, but Device will take the kill anyway. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They need that bomb plant right away. It will at least get the bomb down, but Device is in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to get dropped. SK Gaming, they win the round. They're not going to get anything for 3 in this game. Like, they really have to fight for these wins.
Yeah, they do get 2 orbs taken to the next round. 3 kills from GoldZero. This was the first. A player walking into that ladder, and it's going to be Glaive dropped as well, but definitely not comfortable. And as you can see, a sigh of relief from Phelps' face at that point as well. He didn't look too happy about the situation. It's 1 round closer to tying things up, though. SK Gaming 10, Astralis 11. These rounds have been very exciting, I have to say. Bomb goes down for Astralis, so they didn't get that plant. They can't buy into this round. So just getting that down was enough to get them a buy into round number 22. As we said, double orb set up back again for SK Gaming. No orb for Device. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Smoke's deployed towards the window and towards short once again.
See what they can do here in round number 22, as you said. Double orb. This is just a classic setup for SK Gaming. They've done this so many times. You have to assume that it's going to be a big payoff. It looks like it will be a brutal execute towards the B bomb side. Astralis, this is something that we don't see too often. There's so many ways to keep it shut down, especially when the CT side has Molotovs and everything else. And yeah, Astralis, I'm not sure what made them change their mind, but they just no longer feel it. Gonna go back instead. But that kind of a B rush can be really dangerous.
1 minute 10 remaining. Tension starts to mount. Nothing given away so far by the Danes. That's any mid control now. Looks like the A split will be coming in eventually. Of course, we have one playing the B apartments. That'll be Dupree, holding for any flanks or pushes coming in for the CTs generally, and Fur in that connector position as well, looking to shut them down. Now he's isolated, smoked out by himself. Kiabi's coming for him, but no one going to be committing just yet. Here it comes, and that's a lovely shot from Glaive, locked in there with him, and it's going to be the 5-on-4 just like that.
Phelps is ready. The boost is going to get caught. He gets a quick kill. Obviously knows there's a second player there. Going to make sure he can try and escape. 4-on-4, and again, under 30 seconds here. Nice shot from Fallen. Takes one, legs the next, and Phelps to follow it up, and Phelps even taking down Kirby. What a great triple for him in the round. Device, he's got no chance at all. Trying to see if maybe he can steal the AWP away, but Fallen just crouching in the corner to pick it up, tying up the scoreline, 11-11.
And now they can have a little bit of a rest period. 2 rounds in a row finally for SK there. And you can see it's down to the skin on Phelps. So aware as well, like he said, he knows he'll be a player beneath him. Buys himself some time with the smoke. Rotates in, Fallen starting to hit shots as well. We're getting there. 11-11. Broken economy for Astralis generally as well. Fur brings out the MP9. And we'll see whether Astralis can bring anything to the table. This is one of those rounds that doesn't really count. We've got 3 Glocks and PT-50s. It's very little chance they can actually even get a bomb plant here. Maybe 1 kill, I would say. It's probably as good as it's going to get. But as we said, MP9, it's been a little bit sloppy in this underpass area. It does some damage, but receives the exact same amount. Doesn't want to fall back here. Seems he wants to challenge a little bit more.
This is brave, but again, if he gives up the MP9, it's not like it'll lose them the whole round.
No, it's fine.
GoldZero, easy enough kill there. With the assistance of from earlier. Try and get another one. Pistols out instead. They realize now they've got no armor, so it's pretty much just a question of finding the right frags at the right time. Kirby will be going down though, or getting a kill on first, sorry, after he that. Instantly, GoldZero is ready, and Device, the last to fall. So 12-11. SK Gaming are in the lead after a slow and long comeback here. They've actually got a really good position to win this map.
Yeah, it's been an absolute slog for them, definitely. Astralis called the timeout now, so 12-11, like you said, SK take the lead back after winning 3 rounds in a row. Astralis, we have to remember they won the pistol here in the second half as well. I think it's shut down with the pistols without decisions going towards the B side. We'll see if that comebacks to haunt them, but in terms of their money to buy into round number 24 here, there's around 4.5k per player, so they can bring out the AWP. Glaives were 4,800, but I don't think they'll do that. It's going to be 5 AKs once again. and we'll see what kind of decisions they make. It's been quite slow and passive hold at the start. Default's coming in, trying to find the first pick, but equal trade so far for SK Gaming. They haven't had to work too hard. Since they've had this double orb set up, it seems to be working quite nicely for them. Phelps doing a good job towards middle and the jungle position itself. And here it goes, the imports comes in. We'll see whether Astralis can claw one back. The best of buys, but certainly not the worst. Fallen, presumably anchoring himself towards the A side of the map, and coldzera, that secondary orb will be towards B. This is the full A commitment. This is what the pause brings, Anders. This will be a wall of smokes, and it'll be towards the bomb site itself, the step to jungle area, focusing on CT spawn once again. Molotovs in that area, trying to smoke, falling out of position as well.
Yeah, but look at where he is. He might actually be trapped inside of the smokes, and I'm not sure the rest can get to him. This could get really weird. Are they going to wait for it? There's Fallen already, gone down. Device, straight AK shot to the face, and that's a lot of map control already for them. They're on the bomb side. The bomb is being brought in. Device getting him one more kill, taking down Fur, looking for a third as well. He's going to take down Felt, cracking up the whole round, and now coldzera and Taco, they have to just make a run for it, try and save these rifles. It doesn't matter that they get that kill. I guess that's one way to open up an A bomb site.
Yeah, just sending Device to find 3 headshots, that's not bad at all, but they're being a little bit sloppy here. This could become a possibility. Maybe not just yet, but it's going to be Taco coming in from the A ramp. But if coldzera finds a frag, they might just go for this. Time ticking away, though, and Astralis throwing away key frags there. No reason for Glaive to be in T-spawn to hunt the frag, but here we go. If this falls apart, this could be the end of the map, and the bomb is actually starting to be defused. This could actually happen, but he deals with it. coldzera now surely can't do anything about the situation. Trying to land the shot. It's going to be anyone's round, but the bomb should explode. A little bit difficult there for Astralis generally.
Oh, man.
They gave away way too much there, Anders. Considering it's a clean round, we thought, you said it, the CTs were saving at that stage as well. Just about goes in favor of Astralis. Here's the replay from Device as well. Very, very cool stuff from him. This is why he's considered one of the best players in the world. Amazing with the AWP as well, but he's no slouch with the AK. Great stuff. Not going to be quite enough to shut down SK's money just yet. And that's, you can see why those kills are so important. Astralis, they don't give those 3 kills away towards the end. They have AKs here. But now, after winning the round on the T side, UMPs, Tech-9s, and Fallen, he's looking angry. He wants to get his kill back straight away. He's going towards the A ramp. He'll be in front of the smokes as well. This might not be the right play. It's another A execution coming in. Smokes all over the place. He spots a foot, I think. Not quite.
And this is what I want to see. I know this is risky, but this is the kind of Fallen I much prefer, and he's going to take down Device. Smokes up behind him. Mid-air shot! Oh my God, taking down Sip, and another one. Fallen trying for it. Phelps let it back it up. SK Gaming, a 13th round coming in. This is everything you could have hoped for.
This is what we wanted to see in the semi-final. Fallen started to show up as well. AWP shots all over the place, up close and personal as well. The first one was good, but my God, what was the second? Quick scope to Zipex completely picks him out of the air. Good Lord, and that's a full reset as well. And the closing stages here of the second half, 13-12. There's going to be about $2,000 available. And Zipex, he's already bought the armor. It looks like they're going all in here. This could be the end of Astralis' run on Mirage. It's looking likely for the 3rd map right now. They will take the tactical pause. My God, you've been calling for it this entire series. You want Fallen to get up in their grills, and he manages to do it in that round especially. That's some vintage Fallen play. He's looked so quiet in this series so far, but with that play alone, he gets himself 2nd place on the scoreboard with some electric few rounds.
This is beautiful. This is one of the reasons why, I mean, he is a legend of the game, and I think when he does stuff like that, there's almost no one that can keep up. It's just so fast and it's so precise, and that has got to shock Astralis. I mean, Astralis have been trying, I feel like, to sort of stretch out SK for a long time, hoping that they would break eventually, and I feel like now we're past that point. I think Astralis starting to realize they actually are in this game. They aren't crumbling. Mentally, they're back, and now we're in a lot of trouble here. They have some grenades. They've got some armor here, Astralis, to just at least give themselves a chance. SK just have to play this one smart and slow and make sure they don't lose to this rush. Coming into the B bomb side, Taco falling back, but he gets shut down by Device. Good follow-up spray by coldzera, and one refrag happening from Sip. Still a 3-on-3, but the bomb is quite far back. He's trying to be planted here, and Phelps, I think he could have seen that. Shot in the face instead. Now, it's a bit risky. Tech-9s are dangerous at this range.
Absolutely. This is not done just yet. The retake will begin. Phelps getting dinged to the start, like you said. They're being quite cagey about the retake here. Glaive knows he has to work a bit harder, but he'll be taken down for sure. Third finds him. Up to Zipex now. Known to be great in his clutches, but got a hell of a task on his hands. He finds the first kill. Phelps is low HP as well. He finds his kill. He might just have a chance.
He's hiding in the corner. They know where he is. They come for him at the same time, and that's really smart. Fallen with a really wide peak, and then there's no way Sip, if he doesn't get the instant headshot, he just can't make up for that. 14-12, ladies and gentlemen, in favor of SK Gaming. The economy for Astralis, in spite of the bomb plant, just not good enough.
Yeah, it's in the bin right now. I think they have to take the ego to this point, allow SK Gaming to get to map point, looking likely to be the third map. That was a hell of an attempt from Zipex there, left in the 3 versus 1. He gets the kill towards Shore, and low HP Phelps in front of him as well. Like he said, if he gets that 1 kill against the AWP, he might have a chance. But SK very intelligent, facing together and making sure they give him 2 targets that he couldn't deal with. Round number 27. Going the full distance here. So it's not a full buy here from Astralis. It's not even a partial buy. This is upgraded pistols and some smokes, right? So they're keeping their money by the 2K mark. Next round, they're going to get $2,400. So enough for AKs at least. They're going for overtime right now. Sure, they have a chance to win this round, but mainly is the plan. That's all that's going to be possible for them. Oh, what are you doing? The Deagle's waiting, but it drops down at the wrong time. Zipex gets taken down.
Finally, something works out in the timing department for SK Gaming, at least. Cold Zero, I can actually see the leg there. Finally, the bomb is being planted right in front of him, so this is a big win for Astralis. Now they get a lot more money. Still going to get shut down, it seems, to Dupree and Kiev. Actually, Dupree, what? Picking up 2 big frags. Lining them up, and now Fallen and Phelps are in a 2-on-2. How is it spinning out of control? The bomb is being defused. Can they find the angle? 1 second left, and they will win the round. That's map point for SK Gaming. The drama is just, it's too much, Henry.
It's palpable right now in here. It's lovely to see Dupree almost shut it down there, and he's to play. So he manages to get the kill, upgrade to an M4A4 as well. And it was the double spray down, spots a play and connector as well. The timing was impeccable, but couldn't find a shot for the smoke. Intelligent smoke deployment there from SK just about does it. But Kiabi with the rifle as well, 2 rifles play in that direction. You thought they might be able to deny it, but 3 rounds now required in a row for Astralis to take us to overtime. SK looking to close this one out and take us to map number 3, which is Inferno, which will be sick, let me tell you. Device, he finds the first pick. It was Fallen going aggressive towards that connector position. Taken down, and a chance to calm it here. Astralis with the early lead here. 1 minute 30 on the clock. They go back towards A. This will be a full execution. Taking the defenses down. They know Fallen plays CT spawn. They can concentrate towards jungle and the connector position.
That AWP being out of play really gives you a lot of space to work with. And Phelps is on here. The grenades are raining in. He knows that he's just been called out in by a teammate. He turns around for the flashbang. Fur has to fall back. They check the corner and he goes down. That's not exactly great. Fur's going to get dropped. Everything working for Astralis in this round. They actually had the double stack towards the ramp. I thought that would have been working a little bit better now. Instead, it's Cold Zero taking the ground glaive, but the bomb did get planted, so still leaves them in a really awkward position. There is a flank coming in by Taco, but I'm wondering if Device isn't already aware that that might be the case. Dupree sees the position, and Cold Zero will be going down. That's 13 rounds here. Astralis taking a step closer to that overtime.
It's getting really close now. SK with the decision, do they buy into this? But Device, this was the key pick, right? And I love the assertiveness. Glaive is the in-game leader. He can feel things falling apart here. They get the first pick. Fallen, a key component to the A bomb site for SK Gaming. Back towards that full execution. Overwhelm it, push the CTs back. They get the initial exchange as well at the A ramp. Commits fully to it. The bomb goes down. Cold Zero, a fly in the ointment there, but couldn't deny the plant. So it manages to go in favor of Astralis. So we'll take a pause, surely. Yes, we will indeed for SK. I will report back to you that they have bought into this round by the looks of things. Fallen dropped a weapon over, and this could be their demise. It's make or break time, and if they don't win this round, they have absolutely nothing left for the 30th round here. This is going right down to the wire now. I'll give the advantage towards Astralis. I'll have a look at the final buy here for the SK side. They could have taken a partial buy here with his Deagles and PT50s and stuff, and had a full buy round number 30 and try and close it out properly. They're going all in. It still looks pretty decent. I can see 3 rifles so far and a Max 7. That's the caveat to this round. A shotgun for Fur. What's Fallen got? Has he got the AWP?
I don't know if it's been purchased somewhere. We'll find out in a second.
Is that another Max 7 on the floor?
Another one, yeah, I think it is.
No way. This can't be the play. 2 Max 7s, 3 M4s, no kits.
Not exactly the recipe for success, is it? Unless they can turn these Max 7s, I think, really aggressive. If you're just waiting around the corner, that might not be enough. And you see Fallen, he is fairly close, thinking something similar. Grenades are going to be put in once, and Fallen, you must have heard them dropping behind him for very close range. Sees the gun, he gets the first kill, but he's going to get instantly refragged. And now are they going to realize? Fallen here takes one, goes for a second, but pulls out the knife instead. Sip will take the kill, and it's a 3-on-3. But look at the health that's left on Astralis. Surely they can win this.
Yeah,
they've lost so many clutches already in these semi-finals. Now is the time to win one.
Such a tense round, Anders. Like we said, if SK lose this, they get $1,900 next round. That's pretty much guaranteeing overtime. The crowd's coming to life now. They can feel it coming closer to SK picking up the second map here. We'll go towards the B side. The flashbacks start to rain over. Taco's aware. Can he find the frag? He gets the first. It's a 3-on-2. Zipex with the AWP. Not known to use this weapon. And he's down to 15 points of health.
It's all coming together now. Device getting a shot on Phelps, but they're still not really in a position where planting the bomb is easy. Cold Sierra and Taco are starting to move into the bomb side. They've got the health, but as you pointed out earlier, they don't have a defuse kit, and that can really come back to haunt them now. They can't possibly afford to lose this round. Astralis have got the bomb plant down. They've got the AWP on Sip, of all people. That's really rare. Surprised they haven't tried and swapped that out, but maybe just not finding the time for it. And Cold Sierra missing the jump.
That's going to cost him 5 seconds, and that's not what you need when you haven't got the kids there.
Taco's moving in. He's looking for the angle, and there's not that much coverage from behind here. Sip could go down in just a couple of bullets, but now making the noise. Sip must have heard that. The bomb is ticking away right in front of Taco. He taps it a single time, but they're almost out of time already. There's the kill happening, and now spraying wildly. Device gets one. Cold Sierra with the refrag, but he doesn't have the time. Oh no, and you have to wonder. The missed jump. Was that the difference? We're not going to find out, but that's 14 rounds for Astralis. It's going to go down to the wire here, Henry. We're going to full distance.
It definitely contributed. The jump had something to do with it. No kits there. We thought the shotguns had done just enough there. Both of them finding a frag, but they couldn't do it. The 1v1, they find the kill, but not quite enough to finish it off. It's round number 30 now, 15-14. SK Gaming managed to get 1 AWP out of this and then 3 UMPs. That's all they've really got to work with here. Fallen with the glass cannon. We'll see what he can do here, if anything. He needs to be the savior. Towards underpass we go. SK hunting for frags, so they can't sit back and allow execution to come in here. They need to be actively hunting. 5 players towards A side from Astralis here. Smokes will be coming in, presumably. They could go for the contact play, knowing it's low money. This is it. Last chance for Astralis to take it to overtime, and SK Gaming desperately trying to avoid going into that situation.
They must have realized there's nobody in underpass. They've got the advanced position over at B. They should have a lot of intel that there's not really many people on this side of the map. So they're starting to rotate, falling back into position by the ticket booth instead. Astralis waiting for the smokes to disappear from the CT side, and then they're going to throw everything in. Now, SK, how do they respond? How quick are they going to be? There's already a big flank coming in. You see Phelps is towards T-spawn already. Fallen just trying for the angle. He's on top of the ticket booth, not really connecting with anyone, and he's eventually going to fall back. Cold Sierra sees the first kill, but can't get it. Instead, he goes down to Glaive. Astralis fighting to get the overtime. Phelps with the wrong gunner still picks it up, and Fur picking one up as well, taking down Glaive. It's now 3 versus 4, and the bomb has not been planted. Only 35 seconds left, and Sip up on the high ground. Can he make the jump over? This is risky. He's going to go for it. He goes down to Fur instead. SK Gaming 2 more kills, and we're going to go to map 3. Dupree out in the open with pretty much no backup at all. A very risky play indeed. Flashbang doesn't quite hit him. He's moved a bit closer, but now he definitely can't find the kill, and he's been spotted. 16 seconds. It feels like it's SK's time to finally do something here. Device will get 1 frag, but how are they going to possibly put down the bomb? Dupree, he fakes it a bit, and there it is. Third map coming up, 16-14. SK Gaming, they push it the full distance. What a team.
What an absolutely epic semi-final.